Well, so it is the start of summer here in the northern part of India. That's why you see me in this half sleeve shirt as well as these nice sunglasses. But we are on yet another road trip, and this time we're not going too far away from Delhi. We're of course going to one of my favorite cities in the world, and that is the city of Chandigarh. And for this road trip, we have borrowed the Maruti Suzuki Swift Dzire from Maruti, of course. Well, so why did I decide to pick up the Swift Dzire for this trip? Well, it has been part of our long-term fleet for a while now, and the reason why I picked this car over others is because of its superlative fuel efficiency. On the highway, it has been returning us consistently figures of about 22, 23 kpl, which are very good figures, mind you, considering that we have been driving this car with the AC on full blast as well as two occupants. My cameraman right now is in the other car, which is also traveling with us. So if you are just graduating from a hatchback and want to get yourself a nice entry-level mid-size compact sedan, then the new and upcoming Maruti Suzuki Dzire is a car that you should definitely wait for, and you should definitely go ahead and check it out. Well, and why should you wait for that car? Well, simply because a lot of the components from this car will be going onto that car, especially the engine, the gearbox, as well as most of the suspension settings. So even that car should be very good. And remember that new car will come with a very, very upmarket cabin and come with a more refined and updated engine. So overall, it'll be even better than this current car, and I can't wait to drive that one. And this is the diesel version of the car, and it's also the automatic AMT version that we've got. So what that means is that I can relax, enjoy, and talk to you about not only the drive but also about the car. Well, so why head out to Chandigarh and not some other city from Delhi? Well, essentially because it falls on the excellent GT Karnal road, and it is a very good road. It's a very wide road. It's well made. There aren't too many hassles on this road, and the best part is that you get a lot of dhabas all around this road, which means that you can stop wherever you want and eat the best Punjabi or North Indian food. And these dhabas have some of the best parathas that you will ever find anywhere across the world. So if you are someone who is a big aloo paratha or a paneer paratha fan and enjoy eating and hogging, then you should definitely come on this highway and stop by one of these dhabas. Well, so Chandigarh provides us a distance of about 200 odd kilometers. It's not very far, and we can reach it in about 3.5 hours, border to border, that is. So it's not really something which is very tiresome. And Chandigarh as a city has something in it for everyone, no matter what age bracket you fall under. If you are someone who is married and has a small family and a young family, you can of course visit the malls. If you are someone who wants to spend time with his loved ones, you can of course take them to the Rose Garden or a lot of other gardens out there. And if you are someone who has young kids at home and they want to just be outdoors, you can always head out to the Sukna Lake in Chandigarh, which also has some rides as well as some jhulas over there for the kids. So it is a city which has something in it for everyone, and it's a very well planned city. It's a compact city, and it is a very green city also. So overall, Chandigarh is a city where you can of course go over that long weekend. It is also a city which you should definitely visit if you are traveling to places like Manali or going to Dharamshala or McLeodganj, because Chandigarh does come on the same route. You need to take a little diversion, but yes, if you are planning to head out to these cities, then you should definitely also spend a day or two in Chandigarh. Well, in terms of sheer front seat comfort, no rival can touch Maruti Suzuki in the entry sedan space, and I will stretch out my neck and say that these seats on the Dzire are the most comfortable in this segment. And not only do they offer you very good cushioning as well as support overall, they also have excellent support for the lower back, and the seat scope is also very long as well as wide and has very good cushioning. It is spot on in terms of cushioning. It's neither too soft nor is it too hard, which means that even after a long journey like we are doing today, I will come out of this car rather relaxed and won't be feeling tired. Well, the other good point about the Dzire is of course the 1.3 litre diesel engine. Now it's got decent amount of power. It's about 74 bhp. Along with that 74 bhp of power, it also has decent amounts of torque, which means that this car really does have good acceleration when you need it, and especially the mid-range between 2 and 4,000 rpm, this car really does have very, very brisk acceleration, and some people say that 74 bhp feels a little underpowered, but if you drive this car, the Dzire, you will realize that 74 bhp is all the power you need for not only highway duties but also for the city. Well, driving the Dzire really is like driving along with an old friend. And why is that? Well, because this cabin is the same one which the Maruti Suzuki Swift also has, and also the Ertiga has, and we have of course driven those cars. I personally do own a Maruti Suzuki myself, so it is a very familiar feeling behind this steering wheel. Also because you see so many Maruti Suzuki after sales and service workshops on the entire journey, you do have it at the back of your mind that should anything go wrong, God forbid, the car will be taken care of, because Maruti really is the masters when it comes to after sales support, and you definitely have that peace of mind factor also when you are driving a Maruti product. Well, but that's not all. The other good point about the Dzire is the fact that the ride comfort is exemplary. Yes, even though it has a relatively compact wheelbase, this car really does seem to cocoon you from the world outside. Relatively speaking, of course, it's not a Mercedes E-Class, but yes, for the price point, it has very, very good suspension settings, and it really does soak in the bumps very well. And I have to say that this car, along with the new Tata Tigor, has probably the best mix of city comfort as well as good highway comfort as well as composure. Well, the only bit of small negative, and I am only nitpicking right now, is the relatively small boot. It's only 315 liters, so if you have to travel on a long weekend, and if you have to travel with the entire family, or even if you have to go for an airport pickup and transfer, then the Dzire's boot is a little small, and maybe Maruti should work on improving it in the next version of the car, which will be launched soon. But yes, for most daily needs and for a couple of people who are heading out on a road trip, it's not that bad. And if you're in the market for a new car and want to keep yourself updated with all the latest bike and car reviews, you should definitely subscribe to our channel by clicking over here, and tell your friends about us on Facebook, Twitter, as well as other social media platforms. Bye for now, and hope to see you soon.